My name is Gregory Boucaud. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of universalautomation.org and happy to be here at the ARC Industry Forum in Sitges in Spain. So Universal Automation has been around as an organization since November 2021, so a few, let's say, months and years ago. And the goal of this organization is to decouple the software application from the hardware on which it executes. So if you see an example from today, when you do a automation solution, you use whatever hardware. Could it be from Schneider Electric, could it be from Siemens, could it be from Rockwell, from any vendor, basically. The automation program that you developed is tightly linked to that hardware. And this is what we aim to change at universalautomation.org, decouple this automation software from the hardware on which it executes. What does it bring? It brings the capability of reusing software bricks, so what we call plug and produce software components. So the ability to tomorrow, when you develop your own application, to reuse what is already on the market or what has been already done, or even for yourself. Stop, let's say, when you want to increment your software, stop waiting for having to change the hardware to increment and to change your software, but change the software independently of the hardware. By decoupling hardware from the software, what we do is that we decouple as well the software lifecycle from the hardware lifecycle. Universalautomation.org is basically three things. The first, it's a technology based on the standard, the 64099 standard, which is a standard which is an evolution of the 61131. So basically composed of object-oriented function blocks. So really your blocks are mapping your objects, and those blocks act independently of the hardware on which they execute. The second thing with this 64099 is the decoupling of hardware and software. So there is the application model where you can take those blocks, those function blocks basically, you can map them together and answer to your automation, let's say, problem or hardware challenge. And then you can define using what we call the system. You can select the hardware that you want to use. The last one, the system model, is to map between the application and the device model. So you map your application to the device on which you execute. The second thing is, and this is what at the heart of universalautomation.org, this is the runtime execution engine. This runtime execution engine is a shared source runtime which is used across all products from the members of universalautomation.org. And this runtime execution engine enables the decoupling of the hardware from the software. So you make your application and then you decide on which hardware you want it to run on, thanks to this runtime execution engine. It is today stored already on GitHub and can be found there. The third thing is the community. Universalautomation.org is a non-profit independent association made with members from both the vendor community, so technology vendors, and the user community. So I mean end users, system integrators, OEM, and all people using automation. The third category are the universities and the startups, which are there as well to further develop this technology. This association is there to share this runtime execution engine. So it's really a platforming effect, and all the members have their say on the way it will be further developed, maintained, and as well they have the responsibility to grow the ecosystem of what we call UAO, so universalautomation.org, compliant products. So we are happy to be here as universalautomation.org with the ARC Forum Europe in Sitges, Spain. We really liked it. The quality of the presentation is really outstanding. So I really encourage you to take part in this forum. The location is just great. Take a bit of sun after a long winter. That's always a good thing. But especially meet people and network with companies from different sectors and be able to learn about new technologies. This is what you will get if you join the ARC Forum here in Sitges.